Hey guys, Nikki from Nikki's Organic Kitchen here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. So today we are going to be getting into some really fun information. I want you guys to know what never to do after eating, and this is going to be the single most important thing to do, what to do while eating. Oh my gosh, so important. And then I'm going to throw in a couple tips on what to do before we eat. All right, guys, let's dive right into it. Let's start with the no's. Let's start with the do not do's. The first one, do not smoke after eating. Guys, you need to wait 2 hours. Here's why. Not waiting 2 hours turns into the equivalent of smoking 10 cigarettes, and no one wants to smoke 10 cigarettes at once. Here's what happens. Because you are in digestion mode, your body needs oxygen to digest the food, but the nicotine in cigarettes actually binds to the oxygen, so it robs you of the ability to use oxygen to digest, and instead what's going into our systems, what's being absorbed, the carcinogens and the nicotine. So guys, please wait 2 hours before having a cigarette after a meal. And studies have shown that it's linked to bowel and lung cancer just from not waiting those 2 hours, okay? And by waiting those 2 hours, it's always a great discipline. And remember, discipline is never a punishment, right? Also, I've helped people smoke less. So here's a quick tip that will help you with that. Let's say you gotta study your habits. Where do you usually keep your cigarettes, especially if you are someone that likes to smoke after a meal? Wherever you normally put those cigarettes, put them somewhere else. Put them outside. Put them in the car. You will smoke less, okay? Do your best. God bless you on your journey. Okay, guys, next tip. Do not go to bed after a meal. I know sometimes it's tempting, especially if you've had a combination of all the wrong foods. Culturally, my people, we know we love us some itis, don't we? Wink, wink. I have been so guilty of that, but actually, guys, it can lead to digestive problems as well as acid reflux. So be sure not to do it. Okay, guys? The next one is a little something I actually learned, which was really new. Don't drink tea after you have a meal. I never would have thought this, but yeah, guys, that's actually what you're not supposed to do. And the reason being is that it will rob you of your ability to absorb iron. How much? Up to 87%. So guys, we want to have that tea a good hour before. Actually, maybe in another video, I will show you how, because I drink homemade tea, and maybe I can show you how I do that in my cycle of the day. Yeah, well, I'll just tell you now. I start with it. After I have my warm water, I like to start with 2 teaspoons of oregano and hot water steeped for 4 to 6 minutes. It's so amazing, guys. 42 times more antioxidants than apples. I learned that from the amazing Ralph Smart. Such a great tip. And raise your hand if you could use some antioxidants. Exactly. So anyway, guys, do not drink tea. The next one is showering. So sometimes after a meal, we gotta, eat and then change, take a shower, get dressed, and go. Guys, don't do that. It's a similar situation with the cigarettes. Your body is needing the oxygen to digest, and instead you are putting it in you're recirculating your blood, which causes more oxygen from the heat and the rubbing, and it just doesn't do well with your digestion. And let me tell you, right now and globally, human digestion is weak. We must do better. It can prolong our lives. I think there's some great, I'm going to get into some, stay to the end. I got an extra bonus for you. I'm going to tie it all in together. It's just going to make your heart sing. I'm thinking about it and my heart's sinking, but I got to stay on course. I always get off track. So do not shower. You have to wait at least 30 minutes. Okay, guys? The next one are fruits and veggies after you eat. And we're like, hey, what about the pie? And I have it first. That's right. Kids, have your parents watch this. Mom, Dad, don't give them fruit pie after dinner. Give it to them before. And here's why. Fruit Kids, I'm going to try for you. I'm going to really, really try because I'm going to do it too. No, I'm going to do it too. I love dessert. But here's the reason why. Fruit only takes about 20 minutes to digest in your system before it goes into your intestines. And if you have food on top of that, it's going to be a problem. And some studies are showing that the fruit actually will mold in your gut because it's attached to so much food. So, mom, dad, ideally have them eat a piece of fruit before dinner. But maybe you can compromise and make a nice fruit pie with spelt flour instead of white flour. Maybe instead of using sugar, you can use some date syrup or maybe a little coconut sugar or raw blue agave, and then you have a full alkaline, healthy meal. Definitely Nikki's Organic Kitchen approved. And moms and dads, you can't even get too much sugar in the fruit too. Instead, you're going to get some great fiber. So kids, that's the best I can do for you. Please listen to me. Do not give it to them after, give it to them before. And there are so many beautiful, healthy alkaline desserts that your kids will love, and it will do so much for them, okay? Actually, it'll put them ahead 95% of most people in the country. All right, let's keep moving on. The next thing that you want to do is you want to avoid cold water. I don't drink water while I eat for the most part. Sometimes I sneak and do it because I really just want it, because it's hard for me sometimes. It's hard for everybody. Hey, it is what it is. But avoid it. When you have cold water, you shut off your circulatory system and you slow down digestion, and we want our food to digest. Like I said before, in the world right now, the human condition, not just here in the US, but the human condition right now is suffering from weak digestion. So let me get into the most important part, the part that has me so passionate and excited and has my nerd meter going up to 1,000, and it's hard to talk and stay on track because I'm jumping all over the place. So here's the most important thing that you can do when it comes to your food digesting and absorbing, and that is, I'm gonna get closer. Chew your food. Chew your damn food. Chew it, okay? There's so many reasons why. Reason number one is the fiber is actually not getting eaten. You got to eat through that food in order to get to the fiber. Remember, over 90% of Americans don't get enough fiber in their diets, and without that fiber, you're not going to be able to be disease-free more than likely. You got to chew your food. There are hidden gems when people chew their food. Let me give you a scenario. I learned this recently and I'm so excited. I literally called several people that I know that eat a lot of seafood just to tell them. So some looked at me like I was crazy too, by the way, but at least now they know. So let's say you love seafood, like a lot of people that I know. Well, if you chew and really chew your strawberries before, organic strawberries, before you have your seafood. Don't just bite, chomp, chomp, and swallow. If you really chew it, swallow it. Do you know that you set your body in place to absorb the mercury in the seafood? But you can only get to that fiber, you can only get to those particles in the strawberry if it's chewed. Liquefy it. Put it in a smoothie. Who cares? Just make sure that your body can absorb it, okay? Wasn't that exciting? Wasn't that exciting? Oh my God, I love talking about that because it is a genuine issue here, globally. And to know that if you just chew your food, not only will you avoid digestion problems, acid reflux, not absorbing enough of the nutrients that you invest in your body, but also you can do things like absorb so many toxins and have your body. And when you're doing that, right, let me give you the key word. You will naturally detox if you chew your food, because if you chew your food, you will release the enzymes, you will release the fibers and let the food do its work. And the foods are doing miraculous things, especially the doctor approved alkaline foods. If you have an organic strawberry, you are absorbing mercury. Come on now. What doctors are giving you that? And I ain't gonna even get into the whole mercury testing, but I could, but I'm not on this one. So anyway, guys, what are some things that we can do before we eat? And I've mentioned this before. Some things that I love is to be in a mindset of gratitude. Food is what our cells are made up of, and we are what we eat. So it's a holy time, it's a sacred time. First of all, we understand the words that we speak can actually change the chemistry of water. So speak life into your food and vegetables. Speak life into your food. Be aware of how you're chewing. Be aware of your thoughts and set the tone, set the stage. No news, nothing down. Have uplifting environment. I love lighting a candle with the meal, and you will be having much healthier meals, mind, body, and soul. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed those tips. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to share with a friend. This is great news, right? Let the world know. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.